Morning class. Today I am going to discuss one program in which you have to design the different kinds of the method in which you have to pass the different types of the argument. The question is the coordinate of a point on a two-dimensional plane can be represented by xy with x and as a x coordinate and y as a y coordinate. The coordinate of the midpoint of the 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 can be calculated by given formula where x is equal to x1 plus x2 y2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. So this description has given and you have to design your class. Design a class and class name is point with the following details. Data members and instance variables are given here where two data members x is stores the x coordinate and y will store the y coordinate. Member functions are given. One is constructor. Constructor name is point because it having the same name as the class name, and description is the constructor is used to initialize x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. It means will initialize the variable with the default values. Now the first method, its name is read point. It accepts the coordinate x and y of a point. Another method which is a very important method, midpoint. Method name is midpoint and will return which type of the value, class type of the value means point. So this is a very important thing that you should understand, that which type of value it will return, point type of the value it will return, and it having two arguments, point A, point B. Two class type of the argument, it means two object will be passed as a arguments. It's calculate and return the midpoint of 2 point A and B. So this method is used to calculate the midpoint. Here we are not declaring the two different variables for two different points. With the help of the single variable, we are going to calculate the midpoint, and with the help of this single variable, we will store the two different values with the help of two different objects. This is a very important thing when we are going to use the object, means with the help of the object we are going to save the different values with different objects. So here we are going to use the same property of the object or references. The another method is display point. It is a simple method. It is a void method. It means it will not return any value, and it display the coordinate of the point. It means it will simply print the points. The another description, the specify the class point giving detail of the constructor, all member functions, constructor member functions along with the main function to create an object and call the function accordingly to calculate the midpoint between any two given point. Means you have to design the main method also. Now we are going to start writing our class. First of all, class will be declared, instance variable will be declared, int x and int y, two instance variables has declared here, and after that the constructor will be declared, the constructor which is used to initialize the value with the 0 means default value. Then another method, read point method, and here I have used the buffer reader class to take the input from the user. You can use a scanner class also, it is up to your choice, but most important thing is in this method we are taking the input from the user. In x variable we are taking the first value, and in y variable we are taking the second value. Simply we are accepting the value from the user. Enter the value of the x and enter the value of y. So it is a simple method, it will not return any value. Another method which is a very important method, it is a midpoint method, and it will return the point type of the point type of the value, which is a class, and it will accept as two arguments, point A and point B. Two argument class type arguments it will accept here. A dot x will represent the first value of the x because it will use the first object A. Class is point and its first object is A and second object is B. Two object we are using here. With the help of the first object we are using first value of x, and with the help of the B we are using the second value of the x. The most important thing that you have observed in this statement, along with the A and along with the B, we are using the x variable. It means only one variable we are using here, and this variable is used along with the two different object. Means in first place it will use first value, and second place it will use second value. Means same variable having two copies. First along with the first object and second along with the second object. So it means once it will save the memory space, means it is an integer variable, so it will take the 32 bits at a time, and when object A will be created, then it will be used first value, it will save first value, and when object B will be used, it will take the second value. So after calculating this, ax plus bx divided by 2 according to the formula of the midpoint, which is already mentioned in given program, already described in the given program. First value of the x will be calculated and then value of the y will be calculated in the same manner. Here again we have used x here. So the same variable has used here, means same variables x we are using in three different way along with the object A, along with the object B, and after calculating it the result will be used in the same variable. This is an important thing because in this method we are using the three different object. One object is A, belongs to the same class point, and another object is B, belongs to the same class point, and another object that will be returned from this function midpoint. Now the display point, this is a simple method where we are printing the value of the x and y. As you know it, how to print using the simple println statement, value of the x and value of the y will be printed. Now the next important method, which is the main method. Main method, you are going to create the objects. First of all, we will create the object 1. Here I have given the name obj1. It is first object of the point class. With the help of the constructor, first object as created, and with the first object we are calling the method readPoint. So first of all the readPoint method will be called and will accept the first set of x and y. First set of value of x and first set of the value of the y will be accepted here. In the second statement, we are creating the another object obj2, and it will call the method. Again, we are using the method readPoint here, and in this time, it will call the second value of x and y. So two set of the value we are using here. We are going to use here. First of all, along with the obj1 object, and second set of the value will be used along with the obj2 object. So this is a very important thing because with the help of the two different object, we are using the two different set of the value. Here this thing will be clear to you as we have discussed earlier from the class. We are creating the object, and object which is a copy of the class, means which is the blueprint of the class. From this blueprint we are using the different value of the instance variables. So one set of the instance variable has declared, and uh, the same set of the instance variable will be used many times with the help of the different objects. So here we have used the obj1 and obj2 two object, and we are using the different sets of the value of x and y. Now the next thing that we need the another object also. Why we need the another object also? Because we are going to use the same set of the variable to save the midpoint. So when another object should be created here, its name is obj3 with the help of the constructor, and with the help of the simple statement we are creating the another object, and this will be uh, used to call the midpoint method. Midpoint method will use the two object which is passed as the argument. So the obj1 object and obj2 object which we have already created, that will be passed inside the argument. So now this thing will be clear to you. This obj1 object and obj2 object will act like a object A and B within the midpoint method. So you are able to understand to the technique of call by reference. From the call by reference, we are passing reference here, obj1 and obj2, to two references we are passing it. With the references we are calling this method. This method, midpoint method, will be called here. Point A is equal to obj1 and B is equal to obj2. Two different objects will be passed in this method, and then this method will be called. So here we are using the technique of call by reference. Now according to this given description of method, it will return a point type of the object. So whatever the value will be returned from this function, this will be saved here. This return value will be saved here within the point type of the object. For example, if this function will returning an integer value, so here you should declare int. But this function is not returning an integer value. This is a returning a class type of the value. That's why we have used the class type here. Class type means what is the name of the class? Class name is point. So class type is point. We have already learned this thing that class work as a user defined data type. So it also work as a data type like the integer, float, double. Class name also works like a data type which is called the user defined data type, because user should be defined this data type. Now this obj4 object that is returning from this function is storing the new set of the value x and y, which will store the calculated value of midpoints. And when we are calling the display point method with the help of the obj4, this will print the new mid values of the midpoint. So this is a very important programs. Here you are able to understand how to create this kind of the method where the class type of the values will be passed. Class type means object will be passed, and through main how to call these kind of the method through call by reference technique. So do the practice this kind of the programs. It is a very important programs, and through this kind of the program we are also going to save our memory space. And here you are also able to understand the use of the object and use of the object oriented programming. So this is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.